Everybody, and welcome to our nation's capital, the National Museum of the American Indians. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Blackfeet Nation out of Montana. Take it away, Hamskapi Pikani. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way, we have our veteran. He served 3 tours in Vietnam. Comes from the Ground family, Cupbank Creek area. Johnny Grounds, would you please welcome our color guard? And following him with our buffalo headdress is Jeffrey Deerfoot. A member of the Blackfeet tribe as well, John Murray. One of a bundle holder, the laid-back headdress style. He comes from the Medicine area. He's the director of our tribal historic program of the Blackfeet tribe, and following him is one of the most decorated FBI agents that come to you from the Blackfeet Nation, Walter Lamar. Making their way in the grand entry, we have our royalty from the North American Indian days, from the Blackfeet Nation, Aaliyah Heavy Runner, Miss Blackfeet. Our dancers coming in, leading the way, our men's categories. That comes to us from the Greenwood Burners, from the Darouche family, from the Little Plume family. This guy is Edwin Suni Little Plume, a past member of the Blackfeet Nation leaders from the Blackfeet Tribal Business Council. Suni Edwin Little Plume, leading the way, our traditional style. And following him, we have Marvin Weatherwax Jr., our state senator, state legislator, our representative from the Blackfeet Nation. Our chicken dance style, we have Maurice Sankador, one of our star athletes from the Blackfeet Nation. Also one of the most notable hotshot fire crews that is noted, that goes around from the Blackfeet Nation. They go to fight forest fires from Alaska to the United States. Our hotshot representative, Maurice Sankador. We have one of our star athletes from the Browning High School. We have Dion Madplume showing the way, our grass dance style, making their way. And again, we welcome you to the National Museum of American Indians. We have our ladies category, our veterans coming in. You see our Crazy Dog coats coming in, the Hudson Bay design. We have one of the most decorated ladies. The family goes back 4 generations. Her family has all fought in the military, and one of the world's strongest military forces, the Crawford family, leading the way. We have a member descent from the Darouche family, Nadine Little Plume, as our traditional categories make their way. As you notice, our ladies categories coming in, the swing and the sway, the elegant. These ladies were our caretakers. They took care of our lodges, of our households, our elders, our ladies. Following them, we have our jingle dress dancers. And then our dignitaries, we welcome, ladies and gentlemen, how do you like that? Our grand entry coming to you from Montana, the Blackfeet Nation. I'm Skapi Pikani. Tiksakakstatapi. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gail Skunkcap, and I'll be your MC today. And again, we'd like to thank you. Also, we thank the National Museum of the American Indians for giving us this display. November is Native American Heritage Month, and it was reclaimed by President Bush in '92, and we thank them for honoring the Native Americans nationwide. Big round of applause for our First Nations people. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is a great honor to introduce this man. He's been here. He's one of our traditional chiefs that was inherited. He came down from one of our leaders, one of the most notable, White Calf, as you see him on the nickel. He's sat with many, many leaders. He's been a leader of our tribe, our chief of the Blackfeet Nation. Would you please welcome a word of welcome from Mr. Chief Earl Olperson.
Thank you, Gail. It's indeed an honor to be here in our capital of the United States. We, the Indian people, we still are doing many things to promote the things that we know that our people need, their wantings. But with the time that we come here just to enjoy ourselves, such as we are witnessing here, just to celebrate our way of life. We want to welcome you wherever you come from, maybe from D.C., Washington, D.C., maybe elsewhere. We want you to be part of us this morning and today. We want to be part of you. Remember that there's a lot of things that our people contribute to our country. There's a lot of ways that they contribute to our way of life. We take part and we become part of things that this country needs in our Indian countries. We have our veterans. We have people that are still following their traditional ways. And nevertheless, we still know that we can come together as a whole and enjoy ourselves. I welcome all of you from the Blackfeet Nation and from the people that are still carrying on our traditional ways, such as our dancers, our drummers, our people that's working within this area, and the people that are trying to carry out the things for the Indian nations throughout the country. And so today, it's deeply honored to be with you and to be able to welcome you. Before I complete my talk here, I'm going to sing a song that elders gave me to sing, to use, to honor those who are to be honored. And those three elders are no longer with us. But when they sang this song, I asked them and I told them, I like your song. They told me it's your song. You use it whenever you're going to honor someone, or use it whenever you want to sing this song for your people. So I'm going to sing it on your behalf this morning and on behalf of the Blackfeet Nation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see it only fitting to give that man one more big round of applause, as that guy has did many great things for our Blackfeet Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I introduce to you one of the highest decorated members of the FBI, a former FBI agent that comes to us from the Blackfeet Nation. He grew up in the Cupbank Creek area, from across the 49th parallel as well, a member of our Confederacy and the Blackfeet tribe. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Walter Lamar from the Blackfeet Nation.
Thank you, Gail Skunk Cap. Let's give him a round of applause. Does he have a beautiful voice or what? An absolute beautiful voice. I'd like to take this opportunity to, and it's absolutely my honor, to introduce the director of the National Museum of the American Indian, Kevin Gover. And Kevin Gover is of the Pawnee Nation of Oklahoma. In addition to my Blackfoot Confederacy roots, I'm also a member of the Wichita tribe of Oklahoma, and the Wichitas and the Pawnees, since time immemorial, have had relationship, and there are relatives. So indeed, it is an honor for me to introduce him. He was formerly the Assistant Secretary of Indian Affairs for the Department of Interior, and served the people incredibly well. The things that he did under his administration are still lasting today throughout Indian country. I say Oki from the Blackfeet people, from my Blackfeet people, but for me it serves a dual meaning because I'm also from Oklahoma, so I'm saying hello and I'm a Oki. Kevin Gover.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Smithsonian Institution. Welcome to the National Museum of the American Indian. We're honored to have our guest here today from the Blackfeet Nation. We thank all of you who came so far for coming here today and visiting with our guest here at the National Museum of the American Indian. For those of you who don't know, these folks come from one of the most beautiful parts of the country in Montana, near Glacier National Park. And if you've never seen that part of the country, you really should. And you'll gain an appreciation both for the place, but also for these people who live there and make it their home. This festival is part of a series that we do here at the National Museum of the American Indian. 3 or 4 times a year, a tribe will come to Washington to be here and do demonstrations for our guests so that you can all learn firsthand about Native America. This particular program, we're grateful for the sponsorship of the Luce Foundation, who made it possible for us to make these arrangements to bring the Blackfeet Nation to Washington, D.C. So with that, I would just like to ask Chairman Tim Davis, are you here? Chairman, we have a plaque for you to take home to remember us by. We want to thank you and your people for coming all this way, and we're deeply grateful. Thank you for being here. Thank you. There you go.
Okay, it's an incredible honor to be here and celebrating this Native American Heritage Month, and the Museum of the American Indian for giving us this opportunity. We'd like to present Mr. Gover with a small token of our appreciation. From Mr. Walter Lamar, we'd like to present a blanket, as well as Mr. Roland Kennerly, who helped orchestrate this event, another gift. So Mr. Gover, if you'd accept these gifts from us, please. Thank you. Everybody, hope you enjoy your day today and tomorrow, and have safe trips home. Next year, the museum here will be dedicating a Veterans Memorial for Native Americans. We only make up about 2.2% of the population in the United States, but the military, we make up almost 3%. A lot we've served incredibly long for this country. Even when we couldn't vote, we went to the war for the United States. We still have warriors today over in Iraq, Afghan, and we'll continue to send them. Earlier, Mr. Skunkcap mentioned one of the Crawford families, and Dan Crawford fought in World War II in the Pacific, and all of his 4 sons went to Vietnam and all served there, and his youngest son, when we just got out of high school, Vietnam ended, so he didn't get to go, and his brothers would tell him, "You're a peacetime vet." He said, "Well, a vet's a vet." He said, "And I've been to Nam, Idaho." But anyway, we are really looking forward to the dedication next year for our veterans. And actually, Mr. Weatherwax's father was a prisoner of war over there, and he wasn't able to make it this year, but Mr. Weatherwax represents him, and Mr. Grounds from Vietnam. We have Ms. Crawford. So a lot of our veterans are very active yet, and they're serving in the military with high honors. Tomorrow, or next week, I think the Washington Redskins are having an event in honor of Native American Heritage Month, and they're going to recognize a Piikani Indian. His name is James Pixie Kip. He was Aliyah Heavy Runner's grandfather, and he played for the Detroit Lions in the 40s. So we've had athletes, warriors. You can see them here today, and again, God bless everybody. Thank you for turning out, and have a great day. And then before I end, we'd just like to introduce our Blackfeet Tribal Business Council that came out here to help celebrate this event, as well as we were working on our water compact and Badger 2 medicine legislation. So we have our Secretary, Ms. Stacy Keller, our Heartbeat representative, Ms. Vera Weaselhead, and another one of our members from Heartbeat, Ms. Terry Tatsy. And Mr. Rodney Jarvis Jr., Mr. Roland Kennerly Jr., and Mr. Mark Pollock is with us. We also have our Intertribal Bison Director, Mr. Irvin Carlson, with us this morning, and his wife, Bajel. Thank you for coming. Again, God bless everybody, and have a great day, and thank you guys for coming and putting us on, Mr. Gover. We're sure very appreciative. Thank you very much.
I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce and call up Sean Buffington of the Luce Foundation. Here he is. Yesterday, absolutely, a big round of applause for the Luce Foundation that made this possible today. And yesterday, the representatives of the Blackfoot Confederacy had an opportunity to go to the National Museum of the American Indian Cultural Resources Center in Suitland, Maryland, where the collection is housed, where the things that our ancestors touched, made, prayed with, prayed over, conducted ceremonies with, those things are curated, conserved, and preserved by the National Museum of the American Indian, and it's only with the generous help of partners from across the nation like the Luce Foundation. Not only are they supporting today's event, but they're also supporting the museum in a number of other ways that are so critical. And if yesterday you would have had an opportunity, for those of you that have joined us today, to see and feel what we saw and felt yesterday at the Cultural Resources Center, you would have a much greater understanding of the deep, incredible meaning of the things that are housed in the collection. So I would call on the chairman, Councilman Roland Kennerly. They want to offer a token of their appreciation and recognition for the good work that the Luce Foundation is doing. Sean, would you like to say a word?
I'd like to just say thank you so much for that acknowledgement, and it's a privilege for the foundation to be able to support this event, to support the Blackfeet Confederacy in being here today. It really is an honor to be able to do that. I had a chance yesterday also to visit the Cultural Resource Center, and it's an extraordinary place. And I'm very glad that members of the Blackfeet Nation were able to go and to experience that. And I hope all of you will enjoy the day today and have a chance to talk to these wonderful friends from Montana and Canada to learn more about the Blackfeet history, tradition, and culture. So thank you so much for being here.
And I'll turn it over to the real announcer, Gail Skunk Cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this time as we honored and gave thanks to the museum for inviting us here at the Blackfeet Nation. And again, thank you again. And to our chairman, ladies and gentlemen, they threw an audible at me, and that chairman was supposed to be a big welcoming from you, and so with the honoring, but that is all right. So let's give him a big round of applause once again to our chairman of the Blackfeet Nation, Mr. Tim Davis. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, as we pose for photographs to commemorate this moment here at the National Museum. Ladies and gentlemen, right after this, we will go into our honoring of our flag song as we honor our past and present veterans who have served throughout the United States and around the world, and those who have passed on. We say thank you, and Lord bless. May the Creator watch over you, and thank you for your service. And again, ladies and gentlemen, our final welcoming before our flag song as we welcome our North American Indian Days royalty. Would you please welcome Aaliyah Heavy Runner?
Okay, Nistone Dani do Makoisistiki. Hello everybody, my name is First Beaver Double Stripes Woman. My English name is Alia Plume Heavy Runner. I am the 2019 and 2020 Miss Blackfeet. I represent my people, my tribe, and my country. I'd like to welcome everybody to this event and thank you guys for coming, and I hope you guys have a great time here. And I'd like to introduce my two other royalties that came all the way from Canada and Montana too.
Akina stuna Danaku as Bumtagina Dumdum Sisagaki Gay Sanaki Nixista Adrian Vaughn Nina Brody Winnipeg and Craig Vaughn Nosix Autumn Bev Jerry Larry and Marvine Winnipeg. Hello everyone, my name is Andy Winnipeg and I'm 11 years old. I'm currently the 2019-2020 Miss Gukana, which means Junior Princess. I'd like to welcome everyone here today, and I'd like to tell all of you that I'm so honored to be at this event today. Have a great rest of your day.
Hello, my name is Sienna Gray. My Indian name is Two Buffalo Lodge Woman. I am the 2019-2020 Heartbeat Junior Princess, and I'd like to thank everybody that came out here, and I'd like to wish all the dancers out here good luck.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we call upon our drum group as we honor our past military participants, the men and women who have served in one of the world's most powerful military forces. As we honor our men and women who serve throughout the United States and around the world, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we go to our flag song. Nipotpoye. Ladies and gentlemen, we come from the Blackfoot Confederacy. Siksikachistapi, a confederate of 4 tribes. Siksika to the north, Pagan, Blood, South Pagan, Piikani. The Blackfeet tribe is in Montana. Our reservation is 1.5 million acres. As we honor our flag and our nation's people, our capital, we say thank you to the past and present veterans. As we recognize the eagle and the feather as one of the highest honors that you can achieve as Native people. Ladies and gentlemen, the eagle rises high above in adversity, and it's not only recognized by Native people, but the American eagle is recognized by the United States of America. Victory! Ladies and gentlemen, our victory dance. Again, our drum from the Blackfoot Confederacy. As our dancers, our color guard leader, our Eagle staff carrier, our veteran who have served 3 tours in Vietnam, Johnny Grouse. Hey, thank you. As we clear the floor, ladies and gentlemen, we go into our presentation from the Blackfeet Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we call forward at this time our ladies fancy dancers as they will come and display their demonstration that comes to us from the Blackfeet Nation. This is a contemporary dance that is shown all over the world in North America, the ladies fancy dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Juliana Scabiro and Rodney Jarvis to demonstrate our first dance style that comes to us, ladies fancy dance. As we call upon our drum one more time, ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice the elegance as they move swiftly to imitate a white-tailed deer. As you'll notice, also the butterfly, as these ladies will tell their stories in their dance. They dance for their people. They dance for their family. And they call upon our drum one more time for our first display. We'd like to let you know Julianne Scabirov is graduate high school, Browning High School from 2018. She plans on enlisting in the Army coming January. And also we have Ronnie Jarvis. Her father is one of the members of our Blackfeet Tribal Business Council. Also her grandfather and great-grandfather have all served on the Blackfeet Tribal Business Council. Julianne Scabirov comes to us a descent from great backgrounds from our tribal leaders, our tribal elders. Kenny Scabirov, one of our champion chicken dancers, is a background of Julianne. Also Floyd Ryder, one of our tribal elders. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Shanna Gray, Ronnie Jarvis, and our Heartbeat Princess. Hey, how do you like that? Big round of applause as they exit the floor, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we call forward our jingle dress categories and our ladies category. Ladies and gentlemen, we displayed two dance categories. We had the more contemporary of the fancy dance, and on the right side, or to the left of you guys, is the old style fancy. At this time, as our ladies make their way onto the dance floor, we come to us for a dance style that has originated from the Ojibwe. You'll notice the style, the jingle styles. They were once made out of shells, and now a contemporary part of it is tobacco-covered lids as they'll go. And notice, if you put one of these on, you'll notice how heavy they are and how these ladies move. To dance is quite a gift and quite an honor to dance. Some of these songs take about 4 or 5 minutes. And to hop on 2 feet for just a minute is quite a feat on itself. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Jingle Dress. Hey, how do you like like that? Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our Jingle dress style dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, we call forward at this time, at our final ladies category, our traditional dancers as they make their way to the dance floor at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, our members of our drum group, we have Martin Heavyhead, Johnny Grounds, Jeffrey Deerfoot, Jim Swag, Marvin Weatherwax Jr., Everett Armstrong, Dion Madplume, and Marie Sankador, our drum group. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our drum group. And now we present to you our ladies' traditional dancers. You'll notice two styles, the old style and the cloth. The traditional style ladies, these are their caretakers of our lodges, of our families, of our household, our elders. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our traditional style ladies. As you'll notice, some of the long fringes on some of the dresses, ladies and gentlemen, the swing and sway of our traditional style dancers. As you'll notice, one have served in the United States military forces. We mentioned to you earlier of our grand entry, the Crawford family, one of the biggest families on the Blackfeet Nation who has enlisted in our armed forces that dates back to World War I. A Crawford family, we honor you. Hey, how do you like that? Big round of applause for our ladies' traditional dancers and our drum group. As this concludes our ladies' dance categories, as we follow the powwow highway throughout our circuit throughout the United States and Canada, as powwows, our contemporary version, as of coming together through our winters, we come together the spring, the new life, as we welcome our new life, as we gather amongst our people, as groups like this, as we welcome our old friends, we meet our new friends and see how we fared through the wintertime, are coming out in the spring as we welcome new life, our infants. Ladies and gentlemen, I call forward at this time our headdress wearers. As during our circuit, we honor our elders category, our dignitaries. We call forward Walter Lamore, John Murray, Roland Kennerly, Johnny Grounds, our elderly category. Come forward also our warriors who have paved the way, have done many great things for our Blackfeet Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we honor our headdress carriers. Ladies and gentlemen, our leaders, these guys have all been leaders of our Blackfeet Nation, have great accomplishments for our tribe. As Roland Kennerly, our current tribal leader for the Blackfeet Tribal Nation, his father sat on the council as well. We have areas on our reservation, our areas that is named after his father. Also, we have John Murray, one of our past tribal business council members as well, a tribal leader for the Blackfeet Nation, a bundle holder, is well versed in our tribal tradition. And we have Walter Lamar, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most decorated individuals out of the FBI from the Blackfeet Nation, and who did 3 tours in Vietnam, Johnny Grounds, who leads our way in many grand entries. We welcome you and we honor you. As we call upon our drum one more time, as we honor our members and their accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, we've mentioned early on as the eagle feather is one of the most notable, one of the highest honors that you can achieve in Native American. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please rise as we honor our eagle feathers and these guys' accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to stand the whole time, but please do so in honor as we recognize our leaders and their accomplishment. And you see the many feathers that they have worn and have earned in their accomplishments as we honor you. And we show a part of our culture and tradition to you. As you'll notice their head style, the old style traditional straight up war bonnet, the laid back 2 styles of our headdress warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause as you'll notice the tips of the eagle feathers of the highest above, that goes above adversity. In the middle, you know the eagle plumes that signify a halo. As you'll notice the ermine skins that hang down below by the ears, that is the protectors of the underground, one of the strongest, and above the eagle, the highest protector above ground as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we call forward at this time our men's categories. Our grass dancers, please make their way to the dance floor at this time. As Native people, we go as gathering places. There have been many stories, different stories from different tribes throughout the United States. There's over 1,500 recognized Native people from South America down to North America, and over 500 recognized Native people here in the United States. As we go to our dance style now, the grass style, long ago when we went to our campsites, our meeting sites, on the prairies of the grass was high and standing tall, we had our grass dancers go in and bless the area, a blessing dance, and stomp down the grass, as you'll notice in their style of dance, as they prepared the area and made it flat, and you'll notice as their dance style. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the grass dance. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for our grass dance style. We have Omiso and Matt Plume demonstrating that dance style. As we call forward at this time, ladies and gentlemen, our traditional style dance. Ladies and gentlemen, our traditional style dancers are men's category. As you'll notice, the many eagle feathers and the bustle styles, the different bustle styles. We have a feather belt as well. We call upon our drum group one more time for our men's traditional. As we welcome Sudie Little Plume, Johnny Grounds, Treffrey Deerfoot, J.C. Watts, and Kendall Scaviro. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just arrived, we welcome you once again to the museum for our demonstration here. If you never picked up a program of our song list too, this song coming up is on page number 32. Also, we'd like to let you know the reservation we come from in Montana is one of 7 reservations in Montana. We have 1.5 million acres. And it is the only place where the plains meet the Rockies. Traditional style. Huh, huh, huh. Hey, how do you like that? Big round of applause for our traditional dancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we call forward our old style chicken dance. as we welcome Isaiah Weaselhead, one of our youngest dancers here in audience. A champion-style dancer already, ladies and gentlemen, as you'll notice his dance style and the way he has it down packed. As we welcome one of our state leaders and our veterans coordinator for the Blackfeet tribe, we welcome Marvin Weatherwax Jr. His father also served on our Blackfeet Tribal Business Council and is our language coordinator for one of our tribal departments. He is one of the highest decorated military men that has served in the armed forces. And we welcome Marie Sankador, one of our old-style chicken dancers as well, that make their way. There's 3 chicken dancers. There's one of the old-style, our champion dancers. We've mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, that our chicken dancer, the last one that made their way, he served on the Blackfeet Nation's hotshot crew, known as the Chief Mountain Hotshots. These guys is recognized throughout the forestry industry, throughout the United States. Way up in Alaska, these guys have served. Marie Sankador is a champion athlete as well, basketball player as well versed in his culture and tradition. Comes to us from the south side of the reservation from the Blackfeet Nation. And now we call upon our drum group. And our state legislator, Marvin Heavyrunner, our state leader, who serves in that capacity at our state capital. As this dance is a proud dance as they try to imitate the prairie chicken of the plains. As they proud and they puff up. This is a showcase dance. A proud according dance is known to some. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our chicken dancers. What do you think about that? Hey, how do you like that? Yes. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we call forward all of our dancers. All of our dancers to the dance floor at this time, except our drummers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, as this is a social friendship dance, as we call you in the audience, if you would like to participate, this song is a circle dance. So those of you that would like to join and partake in some of our culture, as we welcome people to come and join us in the circle, as the circle signifies a way of life. Our 4 stages, our seasons. From our 4 stages of life, adolescency, our teenage life, our adulthood, and our elder. 4 stages, our seasons. Spring, summer, winter, fall, winter. Our 4 directions, east, south, north, and west. Ladies and gentlemen, as our dance demonstration from the Blackfeet Nation comes to a close, as we close it with you, our friends, our new friends that we welcome you, and we thank you for giving us this time. We call upon our drum one more time for our friendship dance. So if we could make 2 circles, inner circle, two circles. So a couple of you from the outside step forward, put your left foot in and put your right foot out. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our friendship dance, our circle, our way of life as we go. Our drum group, we say thank you. From our Tribal Business Council, our chairman from the Blackfeet Nation, Mr. Tim Davis, we thank you for giving us this time. As we say thank you to the museum, the National Museum of the American Indians. And those of you who have passed by, thank you for giving us this time and your attention. As we have talks and rooms upstairs where we are given presentations. Also, we have a display presentation over there by the windows on the north side. Everybody to the inside, everybody to the inside. Let me hoop and holler, hear ya, hoop and holler. Hoop, hoop. Looking good out there, dancers. Everybody to the inside. Now this time, let me hear you hoop and holler. All right, go the other direction. Go the other direction. Hey, hey, hey. Go back the other direction. Go the other way. Go the other way. Those of you that joined us, thank you for coming to the circle as we hoop and holler and say thank you as we give thanks to the Creator. All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a presentation by the Blackfeet Nation. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to meet some of our dancers, you're welcome to do so and ask them many, many questions about their outfit, about where they came from, the colors that they represent, and the people they represent. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our demonstration from the Blackfeet Nation. Here we thank you once again for joining us as our second presentation will be coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, as you exit, let's have a big round of applause for our dignitaries, our leaders, and all of our dancers and drummers. Thank you so much.